In today's video, I want to talk about something simple, but honestly, it's one of the most difficult things for me. And there are so many days when I know exactly what I should be doing, and I just don't feel up to it. Like, I'd say that's 90% of my days. I know what I need to be doing, and I just don't have the motivation for it. I'm not burnt out, I'm not like depressed or anything. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm just tired. Distracted or resistant for no obvious reason. So today's video I'm going to be talking about how I overcome that and how you can too. And a lot of advice doesn't really help in those moments because it assumes you're supposed to fix how you feel first. And I don't think that's how it works. What I've noticed on those days, the real problem isn't the work itself, it's the gap between what you expect from yourself and what you're actually capable of doing in that moment. And that's when I think you really need to strip it down. So rather than saying, how do I push through this? A better question you can ask yourself is, what would doing the bare minimum look like? And the minimum doesn't sound impressive. The minimum that you'd still do even if no one knew about it. And for me, that usually means reducing the task or breaking it up into multiple stages. Breaking up into a task much smaller than my pride wants it to be. Like opening the document without writing anything, stage 1. Looking at the code without trying to solve the problem, stage 2, etc. Or even just setting a timer for 10 minutes and stopping when it ends. Like setting a timer for 5 minutes, or you put on your revision app or whatever, and then just continuing. I find that so much easier when you've already started for 5 minutes, and then you just start to get into it, and you just continue going. And that doesn't happen all the time. Most of the time, once I'm there, I don't stop at 10 minutes anyway. But that's not the goal. The goal is to remove the pressure that makes starting feel heavier than it needs to be. And another thing I've been noticing when I'm waiting for a feeling that never really arrives, I tell myself I'll start when I feel focused or clear-headed or in the right mood. But if I'm honest, I rarely feel that way before I start. It usually shows up after I've already been working for a bit. The hardest bit of the work is the first 10 to 15 minutes. So instead of saying or asking yourself whether you feel like doing the work currently, you need to ask something more practical, like, is there any reason I can't start this now? Because most of the time the answer is no. And it's also worth saying that not every day needs to be productive in the same way. Some days you're sharp and you make progress quickly, other days you just keep the habit alive. And both matter, both are equally as important. And I think people underestimate how important it is not to break trust with yourself. Even doing something small on a day you don't feel up to it reinforces the idea that you're someone who shows up, even imperfectly. And this adds up more than having occasional great days. So if you're struggling to work right now, don't try to change how you feel. Don't try to motivate yourself. Just reduce the task until it feels almost too easy to avoid and start there. I find that's usually enough. And when you start, you gain some willpower, you get a bit more motivated, and you complete the task, or you do much more than you planned to do in the small segment you'd broken it up into. And this method has really been beneficial to me, especially in the past few weeks. I've just finished all my mock exams, and I had them over 2 weeks, and then the past few days, it was waiting to do the last one or two, and I just had no willpower. I'd done so much preparation in the prior weeks, and it got to the last stretch, and I just could not be asked. But I found breaking it down into small tasks, say I plan to do just 15 marks of questions, and then that turns into more, midway through I gain the willpower, I gain the motivation, etc. And I don't think saying or I'll be productive for 5 hours, is a good way to approach it. I think actual physical tasks, like, or I'll do X amount of marks instead of X amount of time, and that's another way. I guess that's situational depending on what you're trying to improve, but that's just how it's been applying to me. So yeah, I hope this video has been helpful. Gonna start producing some higher quality, maybe like vlog type videos, just day in my life, stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for watching.